The Minecraft Snowball, an iconic projectile in the Minecraft PvP community, and has been part of the game since the beginning of alpha back in 2010. As many of you probably know, in the most recent versions of Minecraft, snowballs can't hit other players unless you have a server plugin that allows it. A lot of players remember snowballs being able to hit and deal knockback in vanilla Minecraft during previous versions. But what if I told you that that was never actually a thing? What if I told you that everyone who remembers this being a feature was completely wrong? This is what I like to call the Snowball Misconception. Okay. Some of you might not be fazed at all about this. Some of you might be new to the game or have never played on a vanilla SMP in the past, but I know that a lot of you will be shocked by this. The first time I recognized this weird misconception was probably 2 years ago, where one of my friends insisted that this was a feature. My friend specifically remembers this feature being on vanilla SMP servers back in version 1.2.5 as well as version 1.3.2. Then in my YouTube subscriptions a couple months ago, I watched a video about the future combat update by a well-known Minecraft YouTuber Exumavoid.
Snowballs will now hit players again. This I'm sure has changed so many times over Minecraft, I'm never really sure which one it is.
This is crazy to me, especially since Exumavoid has been playing on the vanilla SMP server Hermitcraft for more than 8 years and is still posting videos on the server very frequently. He's been playing on the Hermitcraft server since the time when every single Minecraft YouTuber sounded like this while recording a survival episode.
Hello YouTube, Asuma here with the first episode of my Hermitcraft LP.
And since the time when he couldn't spell the word preparations. So if there was someone who would know the correct answer to this question, Exumavoid would definitely be at the top of my list. Months passed until a very small YouTuber, you guys have probably never heard of him, Dream, uploaded his Minecraft Ultimate Tag video. Here's the clip.
Hello. Hi Dream.
Snowballs don't hit anymore.
This is when I took the time to try and find answers on Google on whether or not this whole snowball situation was real. Do snowballs hit players in Minecraft? Oh. Yeah, so the answer was a simple no. This answer came from a Reddit post by someone named Sir Bennett. He seemed to be in a very similar boat as me, since he too was wondering if there was ever a version that snowballs were able to hit players. Sir Bennett brings up some great examples of these conflicting claims, and even tested on a very few different versions. The response that this guy received basically stated that if there's nothing on the changelog about this, and if it wasn't a feature in the most recent versions nor the first version that snowballs were added, then it wasn't a thing. Sir Bennett seemed satisfied with this answer, and the thread has been inactive for 5.5 years. It's also worth pointing out that the wiki doesn't mention anything about this. I still find it pretty strange that even with this pretty clear and simple answer, so many people still believe their memories. It does make sense though. This isn't really something people would want to search up or even care about, especially when everyone seems so sure. But what truly confuses me is why snowballs being able to deal knockback isn't listed as a new upcoming feature from the combat snapshots. Maybe whoever wrote this thought that this was already a feature. Or maybe they just forgot to mark it down. However, that's besides the point because I am not satisfied with this answer. Before I show you my evidence, I'm going to show you some more clips of people believing in this misconception. Here's a clip from Dream's 2 Hunter versus 1 Speedrunner video.
Doesn't do damage.
I can't believe they removed that. Why would they remove snowballs doing?
Yes, give him slowness, give him slowness.
Here's another clip coming from Skeppy's Dream Trained Me to Be a PvP God video.
We were doing something funny before.
Yeah.
This is 1.16, man. There are a lot more sources besides YouTube clips of this misconception, most of which came from Sir Bennett's list of sources that he gave on his post. All of these sources pretty much result from false memories. One of the craziest ones to me is a reply to a Reddit post about people wanting Snowball and Knockback to be added back into the game. The reply has 28 downvotes because nobody believed that the knockback solely came from a plugin. So this person should probably fix their 99%. The Minecraft wiki is pretty strange regarding snowballs. Remember earlier when I mentioned that the Minecraft wiki shows nothing about whether or not snowballs have hit players in the past? Well, there are actually older versions of the wiki that mention its inability to affect players on an SMP server. The weird thing is that this information was just completely removed from the wiki one day and was never added back. There was even a version of the wiki for version 1.2.5 that stated snowballs did not deal knockback, which yet again got removed a few months later. Snowballs not being able to deal knockback was listed as a bug on the wiki for a few years, with yet again zero information on when this changed. So I did a lot of testing. I first started testing by using an alt account on a LAN server and throwing snowballs at the alt. I did this for a while before realizing that I can literally just look straight up and throw a snowball onto myself. So here's the real testing. I threw a snowball onto myself on every single release version available on the launcher. This doesn't include snapshots. Wow, yeah, this is interesting. 1.4, 1.5, yeah. Oh wow, okay, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, 1.9, that's when PvP got screwed up. Yeah, I remember that. One version in Minecraft's history where snowballs were able to deal knockback. All the way back in alpha 1.2.0_01. This is the only version that snowballs were able to deal knockback. And this helps prove that I didn't need another player to test this. So the only version that snowballs were able to deal knockback was on October 30th, 2010. The funny thing is, the famous Halloween update was released on this day, as well as 2 smaller updates. So that means snowballs were able to deal knockback in vanilla Minecraft for less than a day in the 10 years that snowballs were a thing. And surely something would have been mentioned on the wiki for alpha 1.2.0_01 and 02. But once again, there is absolutely nothing besides a very few amount of features not relative to snowballs in any way. And I guess the only reason for this misconception came from a single, very heavily used plugin on multiplayer servers. But there's another problem. Even on alpha 1.2.0_01, snowballs don't actually knock back the player in any way. Meaning that snowballs were able to hit the player in one version, but were never actually able to deal knockback. If you did enjoy this video, please consider liking and subscribing. I do want to upload a lot more on this channel, and I do have some video ideas that I think you guys would enjoy. Thank you so much for watching.